The moon, our closest celestial neighbor, is a familiar sight. It has been a source of wonder and inspiration for humanity for millennia, guiding sailors across oceans and inspiring poets and dreamers. But beyond its familiar face, the moon holds secrets that continue to intrigue scientists and astronomers alike. But did you know it hides mesmerizing patterns on its surface? These patterns are not immediately visible to the naked eye and require detailed observation and advanced imaging techniques to be fully appreciated. We're talking about lunar swirls, bright swirling patterns that have puzzled scientists for decades. These enigmatic formations are scattered across the moon's surface, each one unique in its shape and size, adding to the moon's mysterious allure. These swirls are not craters or mountains. Unlike the more familiar features of the lunar landscape, such as the vast Maria or the towering highlands, lunar swirls do not have a clear geological explanation. They are like brushstrokes of lighter material painted on the darker lunar surface. This contrast makes them stand out starkly against the moon's otherwise gray and barren terrain, creating a striking visual effect. Imagine someone took a giant paintbrush and swirled it across the moon. The patterns created are both random and deliberate, suggesting a complex interplay of forces that we are only beginning to understand. These patterns are not just visually stunning, they captivate the imagination and invite us to ponder their origins and significance. They are clues to understanding the moon's hidden past. By studying these swirls, scientists hope to uncover information about the moon's magnetic field, its geological history, and even the solar wind's impact on its surface. Like detectives at a crime scene, scientists study these swirls to unravel the mysteries they hold. Each swirl is a piece of a larger puzzle, offering insights into the moon's evolution and the dynamic processes that have shaped it over billions of years. The more we learn about these swirls, the more we realize how much there is still to discover about our closest celestial neighbor. One of the biggest surprises about lunar swirls, they are linked to magnetism. The moon doesn't have a global magnetic field like Earth. But scientists discovered something amazing. The areas with lunar swirls have magnetic fields. These magnetic fields are patchy and much weaker than Earth's. The discovery was a game changer. How could a celestial body with no global magnetic field have these localized magnetic zones? The answer, it turns out, lies beneath the surface in the moon's ancient volcanic past. Lunar swirls are not scattered randomly across the moon. They are found in specific locations, usually on the opposite side from where the giant impacts happened. One of the most famous swirls is Reiner Gamma, located on the moon's near side. Others are found in areas like Mare Ingenii and Mare Marginis. Scientists use spacecraft like NASA's Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter, LRO, to study these swirls in detail. The LRO maps the moon's surface and measures its magnetic field, giving us valuable data. Billions of years ago, the moon was a much more active place. Volcanoes erupted, spewing out lava that flowed across the surface. This lava contained iron-rich minerals. As the lava cooled and solidified, something interesting happened. The iron atoms within the lava aligned themselves with the existing magnetic field, like tiny compass needles. This process, called thermo-remnant magnetization, locked the magnetic signature into the rock. But here's the catch. The moon doesn't have a strong global magnetic field today, so where did the magnetizing force come from? Section 5. The solar wind's artistic touch. The answer lies with the sun. Our closest star, the sun, is not just a source of light and heat, it is a dynamic and powerful entity, constantly influencing the space around it. The sun constantly emits a stream of charged particles called the solar wind. This solar wind is a continuous flow of electrons, protons, and other charged particles that travel through space at incredible speeds. This solar wind carries its own magnetic field, which interacts with the magnetic fields of planets and moons it encounters. The interaction between the solar wind and these magnetic fields can create fascinating and complex phenomena. When the solar wind hits the moon's surface, it interacts with the magnetic fields of the lunar swirls. These swirls are mysterious bright patterns on the moon's surface that have puzzled scientists for years. This interaction creates a sort of magnetic shield, deflecting the solar wind around the swirl areas. The magnetic fields of the lunar swirls act as a protective barrier, preventing the solar wind from directly hitting these regions. The areas without this magnetic protection are bombarded by the solar wind, causing a process called space weathering. Space weathering is a phenomenon where the surface of the moon is gradually altered by the constant impact of solar wind particles. Space weathering darkens the lunar surface over time. The continuous bombardment by the solar wind causes the lunar soil, or regolith, to become darker and more mature. The protected areas of the swirls, however, remain brighter, creating the striking patterns we see. These bright regions stand out against the darker, weathered surface, making the lunar swirls one of the moon's most intriguing features. Scientists believe that understanding the lunar swirls and their interaction with the solar wind can provide valuable insights into the moon's history and the broader dynamics of our solar system. The moon, our closest celestial neighbor, continues to reveal its secrets, one swirl at a time. The interplay between the solar wind and the moon's magnetic fields is just one example of the many fascinating processes that shape our universe. The solar wind's artistic touch on the moon's surface is a reminder of the dynamic and ever-changing nature of space. It is a testament to the intricate and beautiful interactions that occur in the cosmos, far beyond our everyday experiences on Earth. As we continue to explore and study the moon, we uncover more about its past, its present, and its future. The lunar swirls are just one piece of the puzzle, but they offer a glimpse into the complex and wondrous world of space science. The solar wind and the moon's magnetic fields together create a cosmic dance, painting the lunar surface with patterns that captivate our imagination and inspire our quest for knowledge. Section 6. Like iron filings to a magnet. Imagine sprinkling iron filings on a piece of paper with a magnet underneath. The iron filings will align themselves along the magnetic field lines, creating a pattern. Lunar swirls are somewhat similar. The magnetic fields beneath the surface act like invisible magnets. These magnetic fields influence how the solar wind interacts with the lunar surface. This creates the patterns of lighter and darker material. Section 7. More than just pretty patterns. Unlocking the moon's past. Studying lunar swirls is about more than just admiring their beauty. These enigmatic patterns on the moon's surface have intrigued scientists for decades. They offer us a unique opportunity to peek back in time, revealing secrets that have been locked away for billions of years. By understanding how these swirls formed, we can piece together the history of the moon's magnetic field. This ancient magnetic field is a key to unlocking the moon's past. It tells us about the internal dynamics of the moon and how it has changed over time. This helps us understand the moon's evolution and its relationship with the early solar system. The moon's history is intertwined with that of our solar system, and by studying it, we gain insights into the processes that shaped our cosmic neighborhood. The strength and orientation of the magnetic fields within the swirls provide clues. These clues help us reconstruct the moon's magnetic history and understand the forces that have shaped its surface. They tell us about the intensity of the solar wind billions of years ago. The solar wind, a stream of charged particles from the sun, has played a significant role in shaping the moon's surface. By studying the swirls, we can learn about the solar wind's intensity and how it has influenced the moon over time. Unlocking the moon's past is not just about understanding our closest celestial neighbor, it also provides a window into the early history of our solar system and the forces that have shaped it. The moon holds many secrets, and by studying its surface, we can uncover the story of its formation and evolution. Scientists continue to analyze lunar samples and data from various missions to piece together this complex puzzle. Each discovery brings us one step closer to understanding the moon's past and its place in the history of our solar system. Future lunar missions will undoubtedly provide even more data, helping us to refine our understanding and unlock new secrets. The journey to uncover the moon's past is ongoing, and each new piece of information adds to our knowledge of this fascinating celestial body. As we continue to explore and study the moon, we not only learn about its history but also about the broader history of our solar system. The moon is a time capsule preserving the story of our cosmic past, and by unlocking its secrets we gain a deeper understanding of the universe we live in. Section 8. Looking for clues in ancient rocks. Imagine finding an old message in a bottle. That's what it's like for scientists studying lunar rocks. These rocks, brought back from Apollo missions, hold valuable information about the moon's past. By analyzing the magnetic properties of these rocks, scientists can piece together the history of the moon's magnetic field. This helps them test theories about how lunar swirls formed. Section 9. Lunar swirls, a window into the early solar system. The moon has faithfully recorded events from the early solar system. Its surface, scarred by impacts and shaped by volcanic activity, holds clues to a time when planets were forming. Lunar swirls, with their connection to magnetism and the solar wind, are like time capsules. They offer insights into the conditions that prevailed in our cosmic neighborhood billions of years ago. Section 10. The future of lunar exploration. Unraveling more mysteries. We have learned a lot about lunar swirls, but many questions remain. Future missions to the moon will carry more sophisticated instruments. These instruments will help us map the magnetic fields in even greater detail. We may even bring back more lunar samples from swirl regions, providing valuable data to solve the mysteries they hold. Section 11. The moon still holds secrets. The moon, once considered a desolate and unchanging world, is now a treasure trove of scientific discovery. Lunar swirls, with their magnetic secrets, remind us that the universe is full of surprises. As we continue to explore our celestial neighbor, we can expect to uncover even more fascinating mysteries that deepen our understanding of the cosmos and our place within it.